Well, I have something here, Harry.
It's showtime!
I love this stuff.
No, that's a trick. That's some kind of special effects.
It's on record. I'm going to save this stuff.
Hey everybody, you're watching The Good Improv Show.
And welcome back once again. We're so happy that you're here. And we wish that we could all be here to enjoy this moment with you. Sadly, Justin DeVoe.
Jordan, sorry, before we get to the announcement here, I'd like to just share a few things with our listeners. Just, get them, get the business out of the way here so we can get down to real funny business.
Okay.
So our social media, if you want to follow that, it's at Good Improv, and we're on G Radio every week.
It's true. You can find us there. You can find us on goodimprov.com. You can find us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram.
Perfect.
Cool icons down there. So go to one of those places. You might find us.
Okay, you can carry on with your announcement now. Sorry.
Okay. Justin's not with us.
Oh, wait. Sorry. I know you have that important announcement to make about Justin, but there's one other thing our listeners should know here, and viewers. We're going to be making this show up completely off the top of our heads, and we're just going to use a couple of suggestions to do that. And those suggestions are cheapskate, writhing, and love.
Those are three great words, and those come to us from Kristen, Pam, and Randy. Thank you so much for sending those in. Thank you to everyone who sent in a word. We really appreciate people sending in words and suggestions, and we can't express how grateful we are for you doing that.
We could send them money. That would be a good expression of gratefulness.
Yeah, we can drop some money on the road, and someone will pick it up.
Perfect. I'm going to throw $5 out my window today.
So I'll be throwing 5 of Dan's dollars out my window as well.
Perfect. So now you can make your announcement now. Sorry for interrupting so many times. I know it's really important.
You know what? The announcement, it can wait until later on in the show. Let's get to the funny bits.
Okay, fair enough. Jordan, can I borrow from you some pennies? I'm trying to save some money up for retirement, and I've heard being a penny pincher is a really good thing to do. I don't understand how it helps you save money, but I'm going to give it a try. So if I could borrow a couple of pennies, that would be super.
I wish I could lend them to you, Dan, but I've felt you pinch before. You've pinched me before, and it didn't really hurt me that much.
Well,
I can hardly see how you could pinch a penny and have it inflict any damage on the penny. Or how good are you planning on getting at penny pinching? Because you played piano for a week and you stopped.
That's true. I didn't have any follow through there.
Plus, then I won't have my pennies. I'll have loaned them to you. I won't be able to enjoy them.
I guess that's true as well. Jeez.
You know how you call me up, you invite me out? You always say, come on out, have a good time.
Yeah.
And I always say, I can't, I'm very busy. I got important things going on. I'm rolling pennies.
That's really what you're doing every single time I ask you to come out and hang out?
Yeah.
You just got to have a lot of pennies in there then. Certainly you wouldn't miss 2 or 3.
I don't have a lot. I got one roll. I roll it, crack it open, roll it again.
So it's the act of rolling it more than the having of the pennies then.
Yeah. It's meditative. Be calm.
So if I had a couple of, say, penny-sized buttons, they basically serve the same function.
How do you mean? I've never heard of a roll of buttons.
Well, that's true, but you could just sub them in. You wouldn't even notice if it was a penny or not.
Sure you would. Buttons like plastic. I guess you could have a metal button, but that's rarer, I would think.
All right. Well, I guess I'll just figure out another way to save money then.
Okay. Have you tried not eating?
Well, yeah, I've been trying that. On account of having no money, but I didn't think that was saving me money specifically. That's a good tip, though.
Well, it served me well.
Good.
It's good. Hey, Dan.
Yeah?
Can I borrow from you? I want to borrow from you. Do you got a knife? Like a good-sized knife?
Oh, yeah.
I want to tie it to my shoe and go skating around. Because I'm not paying to rent skates at that local rink.
Cool.
So I'll fashion together my own.
That sounds great. Yeah, I've got a couple of knives I can lend you.
Thanks, man.
Just up to be up front, just to be fair, there may be a little bit of blood on them, I guess you could say.
Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of blood are we talking about?
Well, it's kind of an embarrassing thing that's going on here. You're kind of walking in here on the middle of me, killing the people who live in the house.
Oh my goodness, you stabbing them.
Yeah. So,
jeez, I was so interested because I called you up and I said, Dan, can I borrow your knives? I asked you before. I asked you again here face to face.
I know.
You said, yeah, I got them with me. I thought that was a weird
to have him with me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and weird that I gave you this weird address rather than just having you come over to my house, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was banging on your door,
Yeah.
screaming, Dan, give me the knives.
Yeah. I know I told everybody in the neighborhood that I would be at home sleeping during that time, so.
Is this what you're doing when I call you up and I say, hey, do you want to hang out? And you're like, no, I'm busy.
God, this is so embarrassing.
This is your passion, doing this?
Well, it is what it is.
What is it? A hobby? Is it I don't know what it is. It looks like crime.
I guess you could call it crime. Crime is probably how it would be classified, I guess.
Goodness, I never knew this part of you existed.
Yeah. Jeez, I didn't want you to find out this way for sure. I was hoping one day you would be get real, there'd be a murder in the neighborhood and you get real invested in it, kind of become an amateur detective about it. One day you'd be looking into the crime, and then I'd be able to, grab you from behind one day, be taunting you the whole time, right? Because you'd be investigating it. And then I'd grab you, and then one day you just wake up in a chair, and you see it's me. I step out from the shadows, and then you put it all together, all the clues and hints I'd been dropping throughout the years, and then anyway.
Well, I guess we won't be doing that now because now I know.
Yeah, no, clearly, right. That whole thing is gone. That was just, I guess, the fantasy version of what I expected.
I'm not sure how to feel about this.
I'll loan you the knives.
Well, okay, good. That's really why.
So, I'm going to loan you the knives. I don't know what the problem would otherwise would be.
Great. Then I'll be on my way.
Okay, thank you. Jeez.
Yeah, thank you.
Trying to do a favor for a guy. Hey, Jordan, can I borrow your bow and arrow?
Sure.
I need to borrow it because, as you know, my ex-wife has divorced me after we got remarried.
Yeah.
And,
why would you marry the same woman again?
well, it seemed like it was going to work out the second time.
Of course you're going to get divorced.
Well, anyway, a lot of people were saying that. We thought we could beat the odds. Obviously, we couldn't. But the point is, I want to dress up as Cupid. I got some pelican wings I bought from this guy, and I made a little costume. I got a little thong Speedo I'm going to be wearing.
Oh.
And all white.
Yeah.
And I need the bow and arrow to really complete the look,
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to jump off her roof, and I'm going to shoot her with the arrow, and presumably that will mean she'll fall back in love with me again, and we can really give this thing a try for the third time. I think it's really a third time's a charm thing.
Whoa, Dan. I can't let you do that. You could seriously injure or kill her if you hit her with an arrow.
No. It's a love thing, not a kill her thing. It's a love thing. You know, Cupid. You ever heard of Cupid, Jordan?
Yeah, I've heard of Cupid.
Yeah, Cupid. Right. So Cupid, he's the kind of the winged harbinger of love.
Uh-huh.
He flies in and then shoots somebody with an arrow, and boom, suddenly love's in the air. Things are really going on. Guys are getting back together with their ex-wife for the third time. That sort of stuff. I'm going to bring a little bit of that spirit to the mix.
That is a fun spirit. Why don't you get her a card?
A card?
Yeah, get her a card with Cupid on it. Then you can see rather than you got wings on. She's going to be terrified, and you can really injure her with an arrow.
I'm not saying the card is probably a good idea. I'm not going to deny that, but I've already paid for the pelican wings.
They are cool.
They're huge, right?
They're massive.
Right.
That's a big bird.
Yeah, it's a huge bird.
Pelican.
Yeah.
That's the one with the big gull. They scoop up the fish.
Yeah, they scoop up the fish. They scoop up the fish and eat them.
Remember in the Scarface when you go, fly, pelican, fly, but they're not pelicans, they're flamingos.
I do remember that. But you didn't know what a flamingo was, I guess.
Yeah.
Or a pelican. He couldn't identify either of those birds.
You know what? I got something better for you.
What do you got? Okay.
You know what
is it a bow and arrow? Because that'll really help me out here.
It is a bow and arrow. It's like a bow and arrow Gatling gun, though. Because it's from that new movie, Cupid 4. Strike Hard, where Cupid is like played by this big Batista, that big buff guy.
Well,
muscle guy, you know?
I don't want to start thinking
And
about
he's-
that, comparing my physique to some ripped up buff Cupid. You know, I got what I got.
But it's such a cool movie. It's an action movie. Think about it. She'll be picturing this muscly guy. You'll be sort of living that out.
And then I shoot her with the bow and arrow.
It's a lot more arrows, so it's a lot more dangerous. So I'm still worried about it, but I think you have to stand a higher chance of impressing her if you fire more arrows than just one.
Right. Okay.
Because anybody could fire a single arrow.
Okay, good. As long as you're no longer concerned about her safety, because I'm glad we're past that hurdle.
Well, I still am concerned about her safety. I don't want her to die, but I don't want you to not have love.
Okay.
What kind of friend would I be?
Thank you. Exactly. Yes. Okay, good. You're right. I'll definitely better my chances with more arrows.
Oh, hey, I thought about what you said about those pennies. Can't lend them to you, but do you want to just pinch one while you're here?
No, I'm kind of all in on spending money now with the pelican wings, and I'm assuming this Gatling gun for arrows isn't going to be cheap.
No, it's not going to be cheap.
Well, so those days are kind of over, I guess, the penny pitching days.
Okay.
So, I appreciate the change of heart, though.
Yeah, no
Thanks.
problem. No.
Thanks.
Dan, I need to borrow from you. This is very urgent. I need to borrow a snake from you.
Just one?
Just one snake for now. Actually,
Do you have a preference for snakes?
well, now that I think about it, maybe more than one snake would be good. You see, I'm writing a book, and it's called The Jungle Book.
Okay.
And I want someone to open this book and experience the jungle. So I'm putting in everything that I associate with jungle. I'm putting in
Snakes?
venomous spiders, snakes,
Sure.
birds, smashing them in this book.
Sure.
Can I borrow
Like
that?
physically?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a pop-up book, but it's more of a pop-out book. This thing's pop out. It
Right. You said pop really aggressively right there when you said pop up.
gets people's attention.
It really got my attention. But no, I'm afraid I can't lend you a snake for those purposes.
Why? You have snakes abound.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's why I was surprised by you only asked for one. But my point is this, sir. It really seems strange to me that you only have... You're going to jam all these animals in together. The snake isn't going to get a spot befitting of snakes.
What do you mean? Of course it will.
You said you're going to jam them all in the boat, just going to cram them in, just close it shut.
Yeah.
No.
What?
No. That can't possibly work.
Why? They live in the jungle together. Snakes, spiders, birds. lizards.
Sure. But in a book, something that should really glorify a snake.
Jungle book.
Should be called, maybe it should just be called the Snake Book.
What?
And all the pages should be snakes.
Well, I guess that'd be cool for people who are really into snakes specifically.
Yeah.
There's a lot of book on snakes. There's tons of books on snakes. There's no books called The Jungle Book. I'm aware of.
Well, that may be true, but still, there's a reason there's so many books about snakes.
Think about it. They're holding a book. It's writhing around because it's full of a snake, and there were multiple snakes.
Multiple snakes.
And it's out of control, and it bounces right out of their hands. They can't even enjoy the book.
How's it going to work out when you got elephants in there?
It's going to work out just fine if I can find a small enough elephant.
Small. So you're making compromises all over the place.
Well, an elephant's pretty big. How am I supposed to fit an elephant into a book? Don't
Exactly.
be silly, Dan.
Exactly. You just got to figure out what everybody else has already figured out. Snake Book is the way to go.
I'll consider it.
Okay.
Actually.
Thank you.
Maybe I should start with just a snake book, a spider book. Books on specific animals where there's just one of them inside.
Yeah, maybe do the Snake Book, then a sequel or two to the Snake Book, and see where you go from there.
This is making sense now that you explain it this way.
Okay, good. I have a bunch of snakes I'd like you to see in here, actually.
Maybe another time. I have to go right.
Okay. That's fair. Jordan?
Hmm?
I just wanted to thank you again. There was a time not long ago when I came to your door and asked to borrow some pennies from you and tried to become a cheapskate, a skinflint, as they call them sometimes, I think, in old-timey talk. And you said no. And at the time, I thought you were cruel. I thought that actually you were one of the more cruel men in history. I would have ranked you up there with like Hitler and Mussolini at the time. But I have since changed my opinion because, my friend, by denying me those pennies and sending me on my path to spend money wildly with reckless abandon, you have in fact made me a millionaire.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Well, what a turn of events for your life.
It's a great turn of events, I gotta tell you. In one of my many spending sprees that I go on since that day, I bought a lottery ticket and thought nothing of it.
Oh.
And then I won.
I'm very happy.
Yes.
What's with the tattered clothes then? You look like your life is in absolute ruin.
Oh, does it? This is you wouldn't. Would this was something that they wear in Paris on the runway? The latest fashions from some of the top fashion brands in Paris.
I wouldn't know anything about that. I'm not one of the mucky mucks. Well, I can't believe you got this life of luxury. That must be so amazing.
Well, yeah, that's actually why I'm here. I wanted to share the wealth a little bit.
Wow.
And so I came to you to maybe ask if I could borrow, say, $10,000 or so dollars.
Okay.
Just to unlock some funds that I have back at the bank. You know, you have to pay the bank fees and all that. I unfortunately have lost my wallet because the tattered rags don't have a place for the wallet.
See, that's a problem with fashion. They don't ever consider pockets.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything's always tight. It's too tight, I tell myself when I try on something fashionable. Where's the pockets?
Yes, exactly.
That's the price you pay for wearing something that's neat.
So you loan me the 10,000, and I'll go to my friend Fred, and he will give me everything I need.
Okay. I would love to lend that to you. I really would.
Super.
I forgot the combination to my safe.
Oh.
The money's in the safe. You know what? I'll just loan you the whole safe.
The whole safe.
Give you the whole safe.
Okay. Well,
Because the 10,000's in there.
how am I going to get in there?
Well, you're gonna have to crack the code, I guess.
Crack the code? I'm not a safe cracker.
You're a millionaire. Why don't you just pay someone to crack the code?
Okay, yeah, that's yes, of course. There'd be no reason why I couldn't do that as a millionaire.
Yeah, you can hire someone to do that.
Right. Can I borrow your cell phone to make that call? Because my phone got broken on the way over here. I threw it out the window after I made it. I only do a single call on each phone, so I threw it out the window.
Of course.
Thank you.
Honey, can you call my phone? I don't seem to have it on me. It's ringing? Okay, good. She's checking.
I don't hear it.
I don't hear it either.
Is it on vibrate? It's probably on vibrate.
Use the Find My Phone thing.
Oh, God, that takes forever. Do you even have it enabled? Do you have to update?
I probably have it enabled. I don't check those settings that often. Never really lost my phone. You found it?
Okay, good.
It's where? In the safe?
How can it be? How did it get in the safe if you don't know the combination?
She was cleaning up the area. She put it in.
Oh, okay, that
safe.
makes more sense. She was cleaning
To
up.
keep
I
it
understand.
safe because I was talking a lot about water, and I was really into water last week. Drinking it a lot, walking around with open glass, could splash on the phone.
Couldn't she open the safe though?
Can you open the safe? Do you remember You don't remember it?
How did she not remember it? She just opened it last week.
I think she's starting to go.
Oh,
To be honest,
God.
I love her though.
Sorry to hear that, but like I really need that money with some sense of urgency.
Dan the safe. Yeah, what do you mean protect my back when I lift it? I know it's heavy.
Obviously, it's a safe, right?
And she's right. You got to protect your.
Of
loved
course,
one.
but it's a safe though. Obviously, it's heavy.
Clearly, right?
Duh.
Well, okay. I'll go get that.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem. Hey, Dan.
Hey.
Hey. I need to have talk with you.
Okay.
Serious talk.
Sure. What's
Big
up?
Time serious, man.
Ready to be serious.
I need to borrow something from you. As you can see, my clothes are covered in stains
I do see
because I
that.
refuse to wash them. Because I think that washing clothes is a total waste of money. They always end up dry. The sun dries them. The weather dries them. It's pointless. So I need to borrow from you just some clothes.
Some clothes?
I need to borrow from you some clothes. Yeah, yeah. Because I get tired of wearing the same old thing, you know?
Right.
I got this outfit, my one and only outfit, all stained up the way I like it. But I was thinking of maybe wearing something different, you know?
Like, what were you thinking of wearing?
I don't know, some shorts or something.
Some shorts or something.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm not going to lend you any of my clothes. You're just going to get them all stained up.
Well, of course I am. That's how I live my life. What's
Right.
wrong with that?
So just go buy some new clothes. You want to get them all stained
I
up.
don't buy clothes, man. That's a scam.
Couldn't you rob somebody for their clothes then?
Then I would be a criminal.
All right, well, I'm not going to let you stain up my clothes.
I'll return them to you.
Oh, sure. That's what they all say.
What do you mean that's what they all say? How many people have you lent clothes to?
4.
4 people?
Yeah. You're the 5th one coming up to my door asking for clothes.
Today?
Well, no, just in the last couple of weeks.
Oh, because that would be weird.
Well, last couple of weeks is pretty weird anyway.
Well, you loan them clothes. Why don't you loan me clothes?
Because of the experiences I had with the others.
I'm not the others, though. Entirely different person.
No, but I have even more of a guarantee. I'd rather you just take the clothes and disappear like they did than get them all stained up and bring them back.
Really?
Yeah,
Why?
because then I got to wash them.
Yeah, but you already washed your clothes.
Yeah, but then I have to do special stain treatments and stuff.
You can get a stain out if you really want. Just a bit of soap.
It's a lot easier just not to get the stains in the first place.
No, it's better to get them stained up because stains are inevitable, my man. Inevitable.
Look, I've seen the way you eat hamburgers where you just like, you stick your stomach out,
Yeah.
you start biting and let the stuff like literally run down the front of the shirt.
Yes.
Okay, that is not natural. Nobody eats a burger that way.
Well, they're eating the burgers the wrong way then. I'll tell you that. Because the stain is a flavor saver, man.
Flavor saver.
Yeah, you get that aroma, that burger aroma. Then you walk around, everybody's smelling it. They're enjoying themselves because who doesn't like the smell of a good burger?
Well, most people are like, who's that weirdo that smells like a hamburger?
Well, maybe some of them. Sure, if they think I'm a weirdo. If you call eating a hamburger normally a weirdo, then I guess that's what I am. But don't call me late for dinner.
Well, yeah.
If we're having
that's
hamburgers.
That's a good point.
Hey, I think I smell burgers, by the way.
Yes, I'm making hamburgers for dinner tonight.
Synced.
Yeah, they're very good. I make very good hamburgers. Would you like one?
I would.
Okay, well, I'm afraid we don't have enough to share. I just
Well, then why would you offer me one?
just gauging public interest in the
Gauging
hamburgers.
interest. That's sick. Might as well be at Gitmo.
Just seeing if
They
there's
like you there.
just seeing if there's any public interest in these hamburgers. And apparently, yes, there is. 100% of the people I've surveyed so far have said they would enjoy a hamburger.
We'll like them.
All right, well, I'm sorry you can't. No,
I'll be on
take
my
your
way
stains
then.
somewhere else.
Thanks for nothing.
No problem. Hey, Jordan. You remember a couple of weeks ago when you came over to my house asking to borrow clothes because your clothes were all stained up? And I said, no way, pal, you get out of here?
Yeah. Yeah, I do remember that. Changed my life.
Oh, good. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Well, I came over to ask you a question. I was hoping I could borrow your clothes.
My clothes?
Yeah.
I don't see why not. What do you need them for?
Oh, I was going to get them all stained up.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, what were you going to stain them with? Some
Uh,
sort of sauce?
Well, like a hamburger, probably. I was going to eat the burger,
Hamburger.
and then I was going to bring it back to kind of stick it to you.
Oh, yeah. You
Yeah.
would. You would, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Well, I wish that I could lend you those clothes of mine so you could get them stained up there, buddy. Old boy,
Perfect.
but unfortunately, as you can see, I have become a nudist.
Yeah, I see that. That's unfortunate. So what'd you do with the clothes then?
I gave them away
How do you eat a hamburger now?
to, I eat a hamburger with my hands. Same way. I stick out the belly. I let the
Oh my God.
juice run down. No? I got a lot of body hair, so it catches a lot of that stuff that a shirt would catch.
Yeah. So you're now smelling like hamburgers kind of on like the base level. It's not like you have the regular human smell on one level, and then then there's the hamburger smell. Now it's like the base level is hamburger smell.
It's more than that. I was walking down the subway, and I passed the famous person who makes colognes, and now there's a smell that smells like this. See that smell?
Yeah, I smell it. Obviously, it's impossible not to smell when you walk right up.
Yeah. It's a major cologne now, and it's made me a millionaire.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Well,
I have
good for you.
$4 million.
$4 million?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Well, good for you.
Thanks.
That's really cool. I mean, you smell terrible. I don't know how anybody could possibly want to buy that cologne or smell that way, but
It's really bad, right?
it's horrible. I just
Yeah.
don't understand it, but
Try
still.
forgetting it.
Yeah. Whew.
Yeah, it really burns in the sinus there. Hey?
Kind of makes you never want to eat a hamburger ever again, honestly.
Yeah, that part's been bad. It's really affected my diet.
What are you eating now?
Well, I still eat hamburgers. It's just
Yeah, it's just hard
Smell.
to. Gotcha. Understood.
but making the big bucks.
Good for you.
Big bucks. Yeah.
Good for
Putting it
you.
into a clothing line.
Oh, wow. Oh, how's it going to be all hamburgers scented, I suppose?
No. Well, no. It's gonna be normal clothes. Clothes for nudists.
Oh.
Like myself.
What would they need with clothes?
Well, it's like the thing. It's an asset.
Right. Okay. Well, fair
You
enough.
Flip it. You could. There's all sorts of things you can do with it.
I just don't understand the market the way you do, obviously.
Obviously. I mean, look at me. Massive success.
Yeah.
Not a threat on me.
Clearly. All right. Well, thanks for your help anyway.
You're welcome. Enjoy your day. Maybe you'll get some stains on your clothes. A car might drive by and splash you. I don't know.
Oh, no, I'm not going to be doing that anymore. That was just to stick it to you, but
Oh,
you've clearly bested me in this one, so.
okay.
All right. Have a
Do you
nice day.
Do you want to pinch a penny? Because I could break $1 million bill.
No,
I have
that's
4 of them.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Just hang on to the bills. Keep those bills.
Okay.
Don't want to break them down just for over a penny.
No.
Okay.
Hey, Dan.
Yes?
Can I borrow that bowl that you have? You know, that special bowl you're always making your guacamole with it?
A guacamole bowl, I
The
call
guacamole
it.
bowl. That's the bowl I want to borrow. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
want to soak my feet. I got a wart on
Oh.
my toe here. I want to soak it.
Okay.
And I think that bowl is about the right size. I
Okay,
soak
sure.
the foot for a while, then I get a knife.
Just cut it out.
Hack off the top of the wart.
Sure.
Disgusting. It's bleeding.
Yeah, into the bowl probably, right?
Right into the bowl. And then I let it set. Let it set and patch it up there.
Okay, sure. Yeah, no problem. I can
Thanks,
loan you the
man.
bowl. No
Thank
problem
you.
at all.
Thank you so much.
That's happened in this bowl many, many times. The
It
bowl that
has?
you've eaten the guacamole, of course, many
That's
times.
disgusting.
Well, what? You know,
You. Oh, and
bowls
your foot?
happen. My feet, your
Both feet?
others people's feet,
I
you know.
take care of my feet, but your feet are gross. I'd never put them in a bowl that you prepare food with. That's absurd.
Well,
I've eaten out of that bowl. Ugh!
I know.
You're gonna make me sick.
Come on. There's no big deal.
It's a huge deal. You should warn people before they eat out of a bowl that's had a foot in it like yours.
You're going to put your foot in it.
My foot is an entirely different matter. Entirely different. I've seen the type of socks you put on your foot.
Sometimes I don't wear socks at all.
I know, that's the really horrifying part. You would do a lot of barefoot walking.
Yeah.
Puddles. Dirt,
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Ugh. Gross.
I once had a nail in my foot for a couple of days and I didn't realize it.
Sick person. A friend of mine, but a sick person.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. It's people like you who are the weirdos, you
Me?
know?
What are you talking
Sitting
about?
around always worrying about your feet. You probably think about feet 10,000 times more than I do.
Well, when I got a wart like this, sure.
Yeah, see, right? You're just sitting there thinking feet is all you're thinking about.
It annoys me when I walk. It feels like there's a rock in my shoe.
Mm.
Yeah, I wear shoes a lot.
See, fair enough. You don't get a lot of rocks in your shoe when you don't wear shoes at all. It's just rocks on your foot.
Yeah.
I once had a rock embedded in my foot for a couple of days. I didn't really notice.
Well, this has turned me off of that pool. I'm just gonna.
What's wrong with the bowl? No, take it.
Your
Come on,
foot in it.
take
No,
it.
I'm not taking it. No.
Come on, take it.
Disgusting.
I'll throw in the guacamole that's in there right now. You can have it.
I'm gonna be sick. I'm gonna go vomit, and then I'm gonna go do something else.
Fine. Jeez, you try to help a guy. Try to do him a favor. Hey, Jordan. Remember when I came over to borrow those couple of pennies so I could pinch them so I could save a bunch of money?
Yeah.
And then I came to your house a couple of weeks later and I said I was a millionaire and your lack of penny pinching was what made me that way?
Yeah.
And all that stuff?
Yeah. Totally turned your life around.
Yeah. Well, I came to confess something.
No,
I
I'm
hadn't actually turned my life around that day.
Okay. I'm not a priest, you know.
Yeah, I know.
So this doesn't really absolve you of anything.
No, I know. I felt bad all these years because I made you think I was a millionaire, and then I had to try to keep up that pretense.
Wow, well, you fooled me.
Yeah, I
Those
know.
clothes were stunning. The fashion.
Now there's tattered rags.
Wow.
I don't know how you possibly fell for the idea that they were high fashion from Paris, but
I don't understand fashion. I don't get it.
the fact that I didn't change my clothes for many years and you thought that was also just a fashion choice was also
You're a millionaire. You're wearing millionaire's clothes. Why would you change them?
right. It totally makes sense, right?
Yeah. So all that was a lie?
Total lie. Absolute fabrication.
Wow.
I was actually living in the gutter during that time.
How do I know this isn't a lie?
Yeah, well, that's fair. That is a fair point. You can't know. You can't know for sure this isn't a lie. I'm not even sure.
How do you live in a gutter? You can't have a TV in a gutter.
No, I didn't have a TV.
What?
I'm just watching TV if somebody else is through the window. No sound, just trying to make up the sound in my head.
Wow. Wild. What about your bed?
I didn't have a bed.
What?
No, I just laid on the ground.
Just anywhere?
Just anywhere, any old where. Remember that time I told you to come and meet me at my mansion?
Yeah.
And then I immediately shooed you away the moment you saw me near the mansion?
Right.
Yeah, that was because it was some other guy's mansion, and they had their security drag me away from the mansion the moment that you were out of
You
sight.
told me those were your security dragging you away.
I know. And I said I had to do it because I was so mad at you that I was going to come and beat you up, so they were dragging me away so you wouldn't get hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's not what happened at all.
Those men don't work for you?
No.
And those women don't work for you?
No.
And those children don't
Nobody works for me at all,
work? The
unfortunately.
dogs don't work
Not
for
even
you?
the dogs. Remember how I said I was feeding them a sausage? I was actually, one of them had bit my penis pretty bad.
Next, you're going to tell me that the security fees that they released on you also don't work for you.
Unfortunately, they do not.
Wow.
So now it's all out in the open. I just wanted you to know. But here's the good news. In the preceding years, I have now turned my life around for real this time. And now I'm an actual millionaire. So,
Good on you.
yeah.
Hey, that's great.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Your story is so incredible.
Inspiring, right?
It is inspiring. You got to spread this message. You should write a book.
I should write a book.
Doing TED Talks.
I don't think I should limit it to just talking to people named Ted. I should be talking to the entire world.
Well, I'll start with people named Ted and work up from there. Maybe move on to Theodore's or Terry's.
That's still kind of
Todd's.
variations of Ted almost.
Yeah, but you want to work your way up, you know.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
I'm inspired by you.
And I can, you know what? We can get this going if you'll just lend me $10,000. I can pop down to the bank,
Sure.
unlock some funding, and
I'll absolutely do that for you. Because
Excellent,
I'm so
perfect.
inspired by you
wonderful.
that I want you to have nothing but happiness.
No, Fred, just give me a minute, okay? I'm
I
getting
want
it. I'm getting it, Fred. Relax.
Got a friend over there?
Yeah, no, just my buddy Fred.
Oh, Fred.
Yeah,
I don't know Fred.
that's fine. It's fine. It's
Okay, well, you got your millionaire friends. I mean, that's
Yeah.
expected. You're obviously going to hang with a different circle now.
yes, indeed, exactly. Of course.
Okay, so you're $10,000.
Excellent.
I'm going to have to sell a kidney. Let's see, should I get the right one or the left? You know, it probably doesn't matter.
Do left.
I'll do the left. That's good. I should call someone to make an appointment to get the kidney taken.
Actually, my buddy Fred could do that for you. Like right now, pop it on out.
That's amazing.
Yeah, no problem at all.
What are the chances that you would be with someone with that kind of expertise?
Yeah, exactly.
This is incredible.
Fred.
The universe is smiling on you.
And you.
Yeah, all three of us.
All right. That is the first half of the show, or more.
You decide.
You decide.
In the chat right now, hit more if you want more.
Yeah.
Hit stop if you want us to stop.
Yeah. Exactly. And hit that subscribe button if you want to subscribe.
And I'm going to hit the thumbs up button in my brain.
Yeah, it's to remind
Double
you.
thumbs for everybody watching. Once again, we really appreciate it. If you like this type of stuff, if you would consider subscribing to the channel, that'd be pretty cool. Also, hey, I guess we can announce. Do you want to announce the?
Let's announce it.
Let's announce it. We have 2 official selections for the Great Canadian Comedy Film Festival being held in Toronto this year.
Yeah, pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. So you can check them out. There's an Eventbrite link to the event if you want to watch online.
We'll put that in the description.
Yeah, we'll get that in the description for you. If you want to check that out, there's not just us, but there's actually a whole bunch of comedy being featured there. So
From
check
across
it out.
Canada.
From across Canada, from all over the place. So check it out if you want to watch more comedy stuff. The
Yeah.
Great Canadian Comedy Film Festival.
Yeah. Oh, also another bit of news is Justin's dead.
Yes, Justin died holding in a massive fart, the power of which ripped apart his internal organs.
The doctors say had the fart been released and not held in, it would have been probably a fart that had been remembered for a good 500 years.
Now, Justin could have let this fart out, but he didn't want to be rude. He's when it comes to manners, Justin, he's really kind of he'll allow himself to be trampled a little bit to be polite, and he doesn't want to ruffle anyone's feathers. So he'll hold in a big fart like this to
I
his
hate
own
this.
detriment.
I hate this about him. His farts have always been so amazing, you know? Well, I'm over here going like, you know, it's like kind of a basic normal fart. He's like, just like really letting it go. And I just like, to see him deny that talent, it's like cutting off Mozart's hands almost.
And this, make no mistake, was not an instant death. He was writhing around in pain for a long, long time. At the end, refused to scream out in agony because of his pride. And he died doing what he loved.
Yeah, he did die doing what he loved, holding in his farts, denying the talent that was given to him by some magic from above.
Yeah. He was also a cheap man. And I don't think I'll ever get the $1 back that Justin wagered against me, in which I predicted that he would die holding in a fart for $1. Now he's dead, and he'll never pay me back. Cheap.
I understand why it was only $1 bet. I mean, pretty much anybody could have seen this coming. You know? I know back in the day, Justin was more free with his gift. And some of the farts he unleashed were farts that I still remember where I was at that time. You know, it's like an event that would have brought the entire world together had they seen it. Like, you know, like a huge event.
That could have united.
Just be like, wow, you know, when all is said and done, that guy farts pretty good. But no, instead, Justin has died from his refusal to fart.
May he rest in peace.
And for the rest of us out there, just fart, okay? Just fart.
Let her rip.
The good thing is about Justin being dead now is that as his body decomposes, it will release methane, something he could never do in life.
Yeah, in a way, he's become the force.
In the way he's just become a fart.
Mhm.
So,
Pure.
pure. Thank you for all you farted for us, Justin.
And then, yeah, I guess we could put up some sort of like in memoriam.
I'm not making a graphic for this. What are you, crazy?
Well, I guess he is dead. So
Yeah, he's never going to know. Sheesh.
he'll do it for me when I go. Though, right?
Oh, totally. Totally, I will, of course.
But don't do it now. It's going to take time.
Yeah.
Effort.
Thanks for watching the Good Improv Show, everybody. Have a
Yeah.
good night.
Come back again.
Bye.
Bye-bye.